So good afternoon. I'm Jill Stearns, the Superintendent President of Cuesta College, and it is a pleasure to welcome you on this sprinkly fall day to the groundbreaking ceremony for the San Luis Obispo Campus Data Center. I appreciate you joining our campus celebration of this big moment, and I think that we have a theme running with our groundbreaking ceremonies. It seems to bring the rain. I'd like to first introduce our Board of Trustees. Joining us today is Dr. Barbara George from District 2, our Board President. Mr. Pete Sizak, representing District 4. And Mrs. Mary Strobridge, representing District 5. We also have with us today Jordan Jansen, our student trustee and president of the Associated Students of Cuesta College. I didn't even know. We're joined today by Superintendent and President Emeritus of Cuesta College, Dr. Gil Stork. Maybe he brought the rain. And also present are many of those partnering with Cuesta College to create this building. And that includes Alan Croker and Jason Curie of 196 Architects, Randy Rominger, David Bruner, Dina Buchanan, Christine Mulholland, and Sarah Maloney of Kitchell. Mark Delmarter, Ryan Englehart, Katie Angevine, Jason Bryan, and Rob Kramer with Klassen Corporation. And thank you to our administration, faculty, staff, and students who are here today as we launch the next phase of Cuesta's technology future together. So I could tell from your response that many of you remember the very soggy groundbreaking for the instructional building. But despite that wet start, the instructional building is complete, and since January has been the home of mathematics, nursing faculty, and a preferred meeting space on campus. Today, we're able to take the next step in responding to college needs due to the generous support from our great community. Without the passing of Measure L in 2014, the opportunity to construct a data center wouldn't exist. In a world where cloud computing is becoming the standard, you may wonder why Cuesta College is investing in the construction of a data center. Cuesta College currently has 3 main core rooms in 3 different buildings. There is a main server room, a main network core switch room, and a voice core room where the internet connection originates and splices to the network core. None of these rooms were built with adequate power and cooling to support today's modern electronics. The spliced and patched nature of our current fiber network does not support the high-speed connection which will be required for cloud computing. But most significantly, if any one of the 3 core rooms has an issue, our network collapses. The new data center will have redundant power, cooling, and internet connection. It will provide the high-speed, high-capacity connection that will support cloud computing and secure data transport and storage. I would like to introduce Trustee Dr. Barbara George, President of the Board and representing District 2, to invite her comments.
Thank you, Dr. Stearns. We have more seats. If any of you wish to come in and fill in some of these seats, please just feel free to walk right over, okay? And find a place to sit. And on behalf of my fellow members of the Board of Trustees, I also wish to thank you for joining us today. And thank you to the community for bringing this dream to life. Without the county's support of Measure L, Cuesta would be struggling to meet the needs of a 21st century workforce and global community. Because of Board of support, Cuesta College is better able to meet the diverse needs of the many communities that we serve. The Board is grateful to those who are serving on our Bond Citizens Oversight Committee, especially those who are here with us today. Please stand and be recognized. Dwayne Lee, Kathy Smith, George Galvin, Linda Mielke, Annika Scranton. Thank you. Is there another member of the Bond Oversight Committee that's here that I missed? Okay, good. Today's groundbreaking is a symbol of the board's commitment to provide the necessary facilities and infrastructure in support of teaching and learning to prepare our students to succeed in the workforce and in the world. Thanks to good planning 2 years ago and a very hardworking staff, we are already breaking ground on our 4th building. It is important to note as well that our buildings have been completed on time and on budget, with 75% of the projects awarded to local contractors. We are grateful for the support of our community in investing in the future of Cuesta College. Now I will bring to the podium Mr. Dan Troy, Assistant Superintendent Vice President of Administrative Services, to share the impacts of Measure L on our technology infrastructure.
Thank you, Dr. George. So Measure L includes upgraded technology and connectivity to support current and emerging data needs and advancements in instructional technology. So in addition to this great building, we're supporting technology upgrades all over campus. The SLO Data Center construction does not stand alone. Additional technology projects include telecommunication room renovations in the 1,000, 2,000, 7,000, and 9,000 building complexes in the second issuance, fiber plant connections to each of mentioned telecommunications complexes and a few others, fiber plant connection to the internet with an upgraded 10 gigabyte connection and a failover connection. Measure L has helped us to replace our physical servers with a new virtual server farm, including new storage and backup systems to support that server farm. And we have upgraded Wi-Fi with Measure L resources, while our Hispanic Serving Institution Title V grant is supporting expansion of Wi-Fi to our athletic fields and parking lots. So we're appreciative to the voters for helping us upgrade our technology all throughout the campus. Thank you for your support of Measure L. With that, I'd like to introduce Terry Reese, our Director of Facilities, Services, Planning, and Capital Projects, to share more about the building's construction. Terry?
Thank you, Dan. Dr. Stearns touched on the team that it takes to put a project like this together, but I'd like to kind of let you guys know what it takes to actually run a project itself, and it's amazing. The first person I want to introduce is Mr. Albert Giacomasi, who's representing AMG, if you could stand up. Mr. Giacomasi runs the army that puts these buildings together, and so besides the huge fleet of people that he brings in to do this, I'd like to mention a couple names that actually run the project for Cuesta. So starting with the Assistant Director, Brian McAllister, which I think you guys all know. And Nikki Rocha from my office. Patrice Ely, she's our fiscal analyst. She processes just whole trees worth of paper every month. It's pretty crazy how much paper she does. On this project from 1906 is Alan Croker from PMS Architects. Jason Curry is the lead architect for the project itself. From the program team, we have Randy Rominger, who's I don't believe here today. We have Christine Mulholland, who's here. And Sarah Maloney, who's our furniture, fixture, and equipment person, who everybody gets to see at some point. And then we have Mike Waters from Class Corporation. He's not here today. And Jason Bryan, who is our PM for Measure L and the lead for this project. So if you had a boat and were standing out at the job site, you'd see that the project has already started. We have the construction fence around it and we're ready to go. So after this groundbreaking, we'll be closing it all up and getting going and getting a building built. And so thank you for showing up, and I believe we have Dr. Stearns back. Thank you.
So thank you, Terry and Dan and Dr. George, for your comments. And thank you, Terry, for the leadership that you and Assistant Director of Bond Projects, Brian McAllister, commit to all of our Measure L planning and implementation. We are going to postpone our official groundbreaking and ceremonial photos to a day when it's not quite so damp. And instead, we're just going to invite you now to enjoy some ice cream and opportunity to take a look at the rendering of the building. And we have lots of our IT team here today. Would you please stand so we can recognize who you are? Thank you. So thank you for joining us, and please enjoy the refreshments.